Today's sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Los Angeles Chargers. Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Mariota now to throw on first down. Flush to his right. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Here's Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. On 3rd and 1, here's Mariota. That's caught. It's John Hightower. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Mariota to throw it. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Asante Samuel able to make the play defensively. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Throwing, Mariota. Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, there has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Raiders, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
Well, we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
From just shy of midfield, Herbert. And this one caught by Max Williams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game and leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Back to throw here, Herbert. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Here we go on fourth. Herbert. And this is Cook with the grab. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now it's Herbert. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Max Crosby just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
That's a letdown defensively because they had him stacked up 3rd and long, and you know their thought process had to be just make the tackle in front of the sticks and force the 3. Instead, they allowed him room to run, and now they're facing 1st and goal, looking to regroup.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. We're scoreless after 1. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Here's Herbert. Steps away. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Raiders nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Pass rusher extraordinaire, D. Ford that time getting the sack. Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing 2nd and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
On 3rd down, Mariota. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
Now Mariota on 4th down. Flushed out right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. And he's able to get it all the way down to the 20. An incredible play there on 4th down in their own territory.
Check. Fresno.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
To throw Mariota. Eluding. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Uchenna Nwosu got the sack there.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividend.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Uchenna Nwosu able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is because you got to get his attention because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. On 1st and 10, Herbert. He's going to find Cook here in the end zone for a Charger touchdown. Jared Cook, his 2nd touchdown on the season. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment and you have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Now to return it, here's Kenyon Drake. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now Mariota. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mariota. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
That's a gain of 7.
To the air again. Mariota. He finds his man. Complete. That's Jacobs. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A 1st down throw for Mariota. He finds his man. Complete. It's Jacobs. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the 1st half.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Mariota on 1st down. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, Mariota. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd. So we have reached halftime intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Both teams making their final adjustments before we get started once again. And for the call of the second half, let's send you back out to Allegiant Stadium in Brandon God.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Charger drive about to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And the safety, Trayvon Merrick, up to make the play defensively. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Herbert now. Forced out to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Here's Chris Jones now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Great coverage there, holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense. Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. It looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 16 yards there, 2 straight plays of 16 yards and another first down.
1st and 10.
Mariota again. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. But I think the Raiders are going to be able to hold on to it, yes. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And the Chargers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having, because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand. They've appeared to be a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps, to everything they've done. They've had an answer for everything this offense has thrown at them.
1st down, Chargers.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Being chased out left. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and inches at the 38-yard line.
Here's Herbert. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Herbert on 3rd down now. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have the Chargers' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
13 yards. 1st down, Los Angeles.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Touchdown, Chargers! A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 21-0.
Raiders nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And on Las Vegas, first down. First and 10.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Mariota now to throw on 1st down. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph. So back at the midfield stripe now, they'll come up 2nd and long. Mariota now from the 50. This will be taken in by Hightower. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Mariota to throw it. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. Working out of the gun, Mariota. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. That's complete to Hightower. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll throw again. Mariota. And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Raiders are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now it's Herbert. Steps away to his left. Herbert has it knocked free. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
Here's Chris Jones now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Mariota and the Raiders now come up 1st and 10
at their own 21. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Mariota. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 37-yard.
Here's Mariota. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 23. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mariota. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch. Mariota.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr.
And now look at him go. Past the 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A big gain that time for the Chargers. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. They'll wind up losing 3 yards there on the play as that'll lead to a 2nd and goal. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. On the screen, this is Eckler. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. They snap it to Herbert. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt, and the Raider D, they get the football back. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Got a man, it's Darren Waller. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. To throw is Mariota. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Throwing again on second down. Mariota. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
First down, Mariota. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And maybe more importantly, a victory in the division, which always helps.
And on the road. How about all of that rolled up into one? Because how often do you see division games get decided by this much of a margin?
Yeah, they thumped them.
Yeah, they jumped all over them. And a division game is usually a touchdown or less because these two teams know each other better than most teams in the league. In this case, that didn't hold up. On the road, big margin, big victory. Oh, yeah, that flight home will be good.
So for the Chargers, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs.